Okay, I'm pushing now because we have 1 minute.
Okay, great.
Let me make sure. All right, we are live and I'm going to be back host.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, thank you. I'll take a little seat as everyone is popping on. It's my favorite part of the day. Welcome, everyone. Hope everybody is excited. Hi, Sam. Hi, Felice. Nice to see you again. And then I have hi, B. How are you? Nice to see you guys. Yay. Welcome to Cardio. Cardio yoga. Oops, here we go. Don't get dizzy. There we go. There we go. All right. Thank you everyone for showing up for cardio yoga. A show of hands, and if you don't have your video on, you can do like a thumbs up or a hand. How many of you have done any form of cardio yoga in the past? Okay, we're gonna have some fun together today. It's my very first cardio yoga class that I'm teaching for Get Set Up. So it's our first voyage together. So yay, cardio yoga. It's an aerobic exercise. It builds our endurance. It increases our endorphins to make us so happy, right? Clears our mind, and it promotes our heart's health, right? Isn't that great? We all want a healthy heart, right? During any time in this class, if you are feeling, well, it's going to be a low impact cardio because, we're going to take our time, first time together, right? But if anytime something does not feel good to you, then just back off. Take it down a couple notches, right? Find a position, child's pose, stand in mountain pose, just until you feel better. Okay, and then my name's Christina. I live in Long Beach, California. I am a yoga, meditation, spin instructor. I'm absolutely in love with the mind, body, soul connection. I believe that is the key to a fulfilling, content life. So that's kind of been my life purpose since I was in my teens. I was always a little odd, always trying to, breathe and do yoga. Kids were like, what are you doing? Anyway, I want to move this out of the way for just a moment. Get Set Up. I am so honored to be a part of the Get Set Up team. It's amazing, where we learn from each other, right? This is, I learn from you, you learn from me. So ideally, it's awesome if you have your cameras on, because during class, if I'm cueing and I see something that could maybe cause a little tweak in the knee or something, I can say, oh, let's make this adjustment. So that's why I love to have cameras on. If you would like to request a recording of this class, you can email help@getsetup.io after class. If you are joining live stream, welcome to Cardio Yoga. We would love for you to participate live. You can register for this class and come in and join us anytime. And Get Set Up wants you to know that we do not promote any specific products. So that is that. I'm going to stop share. Hi, now I get to see you all on the big screen. So nice. Welcome, everyone. I know I had a couple chats I want to address before we start on the mat. Yes, if you just want to watch, I'm not going to be offended. I'm telling you right now, and I mean this with all my heart and soul, committing to come to a class sometimes is just as good as it gets for a day, right? That to take that commitment for your own self-care is it. And you get here, you show up and you're like, I just can't, I'm not there today. And you stay in a comfortable seated position, child's pose, and breathe just for these short 60 minutes, right? Self-care. So don't ever feel like I'm going to be offended. I just want everybody to take care of themselves. I have another question. Okay, we are recording, yes?
I think you're gonna have to click it again. Sorry about that.
Okay.
There we go.
We're
You're recording now. Yeah.
Oh, we're recording now. Welcome, everyone. If you're on live stream, welcome. If you're with me in these little boxes, yeah, cardio, yoga. Here we go. So, does anybody, before we start, do you have any questions, comments, concerns? One of my fellow guides asked me this morning, if you have a pacemaker, can you have a heart attack? I'm still laughing about it. I mean, listen, this is going to be a low impact cardio class where our heart rates are going to come up a little bit, but you monitor that. If it's too much, you back off, right? We know our bodies, right? We've been living in our bodies for a long time. So just listen to what your body is needing. And in class, if you have a question or a concern, raise your hand like Sarah just did. I'm coming to you, Sarah, or put a little chat in the box and I'll see that red mark and come over and address it. Yes, Sarah, did you have a question?
Just wondering if I'm an absolute beginner, am I in the right class?
So if you, this is how you'll find out today. How's that? You'll find out today. You don't know until you try, right? We'll try it and see. I teach, I think, 5 or 6 other forms of yoga. Yoga meditation, yin yoga, stretch and de-stress. A lot more yogas that are a lot more mellow than this. So you just try it out today. I will give plenty of modifications. And thank you for those who have your video on. That super helps me. Are you ready? Let's go. I can take my glasses off now because I have nothing to read. All right, my friends, cardio yoga. So we'll start standing up. Don't let this intimidate you. I want you to just have some fun with yourself, right? Let's find hip distance. I love this little tip I learned many, many years ago. You come onto the ball of one foot and you pivot the heel in and drop it. If it lands right into the arch of the other foot, that is hip distance, and then you bring it back. If it lands on top of the foot or if it lands way out there, readjust and then bring it back. Great tip here for everyone, because when we are in standing position, unless I cue otherwise, always consciously come into hip distance. So have the palms facing forward. Wiggle around a little bit. How do you feel? You good? Excited? I'm so excited. Let's ground all 4 corners of our feet into the mat, right? Just start grounding. Every single class you take with me, I will spend a few minutes in class grounding, whether we're seated on our backs or standing. We take a few moments, we ground, and we begin to consciously breathe life force energy into our bodies. So the palms are forward because we're having a little external rotation with the shoulders, opening up the heart center a little bit. We're going to do a double chin back so the neck is more in line with the spine. Let's take a cleansing breath in together. Big inhale through the nose. Exhale it out the mouth. Take 2 more deep cleansing breaths like that at your own pace. And at the bottom of that last cleansing exhale, we'll pause in mountain close. If it's comfortable, gently close the eyes. If it's not, don't. We'll grow really tall, kind of sway front and back and side to side. And then try to align your knees over the ankles. your hips over the knees. Do a little tuck of the tailbone so we're not overarching in the back. So often we do, and that puts so much pressure on our spine. Engage the core here. Bring the navel in closer to the spine. The shoulders are rolled back, the neck is in line with the spine. Take an inhale here and gently lift the head energetically off the neck, creating space between the ears and the shoulders. If you take anything away from this class, it's this, standing in your power, right? Mountain pose, powerful. Growing tall. Every time we inhale, we lift the head off the neck gently. This creates space between each vertebra so that energy, fluids, our nerves have space between each vertebra. We lengthen each of the muscles and tendons. Maybe you can even feel the stretch on the side of the neck and the top of the shoulders. I promise you, after doing this for years, I have literally gained almost 3/4 of an inch from mountain pose. So just tap into it, feel the power. Ground the feet into the mats and lift the head tall and engage all the muscles. Engage the muscles like they're hugging your bones, even your toes and your fingers. Breathing deeply here, feeling the connection with the breath in the body. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale it out the mouth. Gently blink open your eyes and let's just twirl around a little bit. Let the arms flap. We're giving our internal organs a little pats. We really focus on the internal organs in yoga class as well. Right? Yoga, the definition of yoga is mind, body, and soul connection. And then pause here. Pause, shake it out, however you want to move, just feel your body. And then we'll inhale the arms up and overhead. We exhale with a flat back, soft bend in the knees, keep the neck in line with the spine. We have a forward fold here, sway side to side. Shake your head yes and no, taking out any stress in the neck. Bend the knees as much as they need, and then we pause. We inhale to find that half lift. We talked about it this morning in class. It's a nice flat back, shoulders are away from the ears, and the head is in line, the neck is in line with the spine. So we're not hanging it low or lifting our gaze up. That puts strain on our cervical spine. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale, forward fold, bend those knees. Inhale, lift the arms up and overhead. And exhale, prayer hands to heart center. Half sun salutations, 2 more. Inhale the arms up and overhead. Exhale, forward fold, nice flat back. Inhale to half lift. Exhale, forward fold, bend those knees, arms out to the side and rise. And exhale, prayer hands to heart center 1 more time. Inhale the arms up and overhead. Exhale, forward folds. Put as much open as you need. Inhale to find your half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Knees are bent, arms up to the side and rise. Prayer hands to heart center. Pause here. Bring the arms down to the side. Close the eyes if you can and connect to that mountain pose. How does it feel different from just a few moments ago? Can you feel the energy built up in the body? I don't know about you, but I love that sensation. Take a deep inhale, lift the arms up and overhead. We'll exhale, forward folds. Inhale to half lifts. We exhale, we forward fold, we plant the hands and we step the legs back and come onto our knees so we are in tabletop. So tabletop pose. You can have a blanket, a folded blanket or a pillow under your knees to protect the knees. The knees are going to come directly under the hips and the shoulders are directly over the wrists or a little bit behind. Listen to this cue, it's so important. The wrist crease is in line with the front of your mat. Your fingers are spread wide. You're pushing the fingertips, the cushions of the fingertips into the mat, but the weight of your upper body is between the thumb and the index finger so we don't roll out to the edges of our hands where all of our nerves are. And then let's internally rotate those inner elbows. So just kind of take the inner elbows and kind of see if you can reach them forward. Doesn't that feel great? So here with a nice flat back, neck in line with the spine, we'll move through a couple cat and cows. So we'll take an inhale, drop the belly slowly, lift the tailbone, the heart, and the gaze. And then exhale, begin to hollow out the belly, tuck the tailbone, tuck the chin, and dome the shoulders. Inhale, slowly move through your tabletop, all the way into your cow pose. Exhale, hollow out the belly, dome the shoulders, tuck the tailbone and the chin. And then inhale through tabletop, finding your cow pose. Do a couple more of these at your own pace. Take it nice and slow. Breathing deeply, smiling.
Can you bend over in a chair and do it?
Oh my gosh, I'm going to tell you what you can do in a chair. Thank you for asking. Love that. Here we go. So you're in a chair or you're seated because maybe your knees don't like this at all. That's okay. You can be seated like this, like you're in a chair, or like this, or you can be like this. And in a chair with your legs down, you can do this and this. Use the belly, bring it in, hollow it out, coming into your cat. Inhale all the way up and come into your cow. That was an awesome question. Thank you. If you have a question like that, you may unmute yourself and ask. That's a great question, so you can get the benefits of this. Wherever you are, pause. If you are in a tabletop, pause, find the strength, engage your core. If you are in a chair, so if you're in tabletop, we're going to lift that bent knee up, bring the sole of the foot to the ceiling, and bring it down to tap and lift, down and lift. So if you're in a chair, which I'm not in a chair, but if I was in a chair, you can lift the foot up like this if you're in a chair. I hope, yes, good, okay. I want to make sure there's something for everybody. So we lift and we tap, and we lift and we tap, and we lift and we tap, and we pause. We engage the core, we bring the neck back up, right? We always have to find that strong alignment. We take an inhale, this time we lift the left leg. Flex the ankle so the sole of the foot's reaching the ceiling, and we lower to tap. And we lift, and we tap, and we lift, and we tap, and we lift, and we smile, because this is fun. And lift, and lift. And pause, align your spine, strengthen here. From here, we're going to lift that right knee up and bring it out to the side. And just here, begin to do knee circles. kind of giving the little lubrication to the hips. If you're in a chair, you can just lift the foot up and circle, okay? Reverse the circles. And then lower that right knee. Find your strong tabletop. And then lift that left knee up, flex the ankle, and bring that left knee out to the side and begin circles one way. And reverse the circles. Everybody looks great. And lower that left knee, take an inhale. Exhale, lower the glutes to the heels, coming into child's pose, sway side to side. Pause in stillness. Inhale, come up into tabletop, tuck your toes. Exhale, come into down dog. If you're in your chair, you can just come into a standing pose here. Come into your mountain pose and bend one knee and straighten the other, getting some warmth in your legs. Pause in stillness, press the heels into the mat, press the chest into the thighs, create the biggest letter V in the body. We take an inhale here. We exhale, walk the feet to the hands. Let's hang out in a forward fold. Sway side to side. Shake the head, yes. Shake the head, no. And pause. Inhale, find your half lifts. Exhale, forward fold. Knees are bent, arms out. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, prayer, hands to heart center. Inhale the arms up and overhead. Exhale, forward fold, soft bend in those knees. Inhale to half lifts. This time we're going to exhale, plant the hands and step that right foot back. Plant the right knee on the mat. Scissor in those inner thighs. Engage the core so you can feel it lift off the left thigh. And inhale, rise up. Awesome job, breathing deeply. So here is an awesome place to put a folded blanket or pillow under that right knee, okay? So you can have that prop handy. Breathing deeply, have a nice soft back bend, keeping that right hip shifting forward and the left hip back so you get that nice stretch in the right hamstring, right hip flexor. Take an inhale. Exhale, frame that left foot, lift the right knee, take an inhale. Exhale, right foot meets the left, forward fold, sway side to side. Pause here. Inhale to half lift. Exhale, forward fold. This time we plant the hands. We step that left foot back. We plant the left knee. Make sure that that right knee is over the ankle or behind the ankle. We never want it extending over the ankle, right? So the right hip is back this time. The left hip is forward. We're always trying to get our neutral hips. And inhale, bring the arms up and overhead and breathe. Look up, giving yourself a nice soft back bend, engaging those inner thighs so that right knee isn't splitting around. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, frame that right foot. Lift the left knee, take an inhale. Exhale, come into a forward fold, sway side to side. Pausing here, shaking your head yes and no. Pausing, inhaling, finding that half lift. Exhale, forward fold, knees are bent, arms out to the side, rise on that inhale. Exhale, prayer, hands to heart center. We are adding on. Are you ready? Inhale the arms up and overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lifts. Exhale, forward fold. Plant the hands. Step that right foot back. Plant the right knee. So, option here. If you want to take it up, so the right leg is back, yes. Right here, we're going to plant the left palm underneath the left shoulder, or if you have a yoga block, it's a great place for a yoga block. So we planted here. I'm going to move so you can see me. It's planted. We're going to engage the core. We're bringing the right fingertips up behind the head. And lift up, look up, twist right from that torso. Everybody ready? We're going to do little mini crunches. Take an inhale, exhale, twist, lower the elbow, tap the left knee, and rise up. Exhale, twist, tap, inhale, rise up. Pause for a moment. We're going to stay right here. When we inhale, we rise. I want the movement to come from the torso. This left leg doesn't move. The left knee stays very still. Take an inhale here. Look up. Exhale. Begin to twist from the torso. Engage that core. Tap the elbow to the knee. Inhale, rise. One more time. Exhale. Slowly twist and lower and tap. And inhale, rise. Take an inhale. Exhale. Frame that left foot. Tuck the right toes, lift the right knee, take an inhale, exhale, forward fold, sway side to side. Pause in stillness, inhale to half lift. Exhale, forward fold, knees are bent, arms out to the side, inhale, rise. Beautiful half sun salutations, exhale, prayer hands to heart center. Inhale the arms up and overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lifts. Exhale, forward fold. Other side, drop that left leg back. Plant the knee. Plant that right palm right underneath the right shoulder. Inhale from the torso. Lift that arm up. Take the fingertips and place it behind the forehead. Behind the neck. So your hands, you can be on your fingers. You can be on your palms. You can be on a block, that right hand. Just find where you're at. We're going to take an inhale, gaze up, find the length. And then exhale, slowly begin to twist. Tap the left elbow to the right knee. Inhale, slowly come up. Exhale, twist from the torso, come down. If one is enough, then just stop there. We're doing 4 in total, but stop when you need to. We exhale, tap. We inhale, rise. We exhale, tap. And we inhale, rise. Take the hand, frame that right foot. Tuck the toes if they're untucked. Lift the left knee. Take an inhale. We're going to exhale. Bring the left foot to meet the right. Forward fold, sway side to side. Shake your head yes and no. Take a nice deep inhale, find your half lifts. Exhale, forward fold, bend those knees, arms out to the side, rise up on the inhale, and exhale, prayer hands to heart center. Okay. Are we ready to have a little fun? Big toes touch, space between the heels. I like to do, we're gonna work through a sequence of chair poses, the little cardio. So I like to always have the big toes touch and the space between the heels when we come down like this, because it protects our knees. So the inner thighs and the knees or the feet are together, right? So we're gonna inhale, bring the arms up and overhead. We're going to exhale, maybe I'll do it like this so you can see me better. We're gonna exhale, start taking a seat, lowering the hands, but bring the arms out to the right. And then we inhale up. And we exhale, take a seat, arms to the left. Inhale up. Exhale, arms to the right. Inhale up. Exhale, arms to the left. We're gonna inhale up. I wanna make sure that when you're coming down, it's kind of like you're gonna put all the weight on your heels. So it can almost feel like you're going to fall over. Keep that back flat. And then you bring the arms to the side and come up. I just want to make sure that we have that. It's really important. Okay, so we can continue to keep doing it like this, or we can add on. Are you ready? So we're gonna come up. We can have a little jump, come down, come to the right. We can inhale it up, have a little jump, and come down to the left. We can inhale, come up, and come down to the right. Inhale up, come down to the left. Right, just an option to just, bounce, jump. You don't have to jump to get the cardio work, as I'm sure for everyone who's not jumping can feel that. But having a little jump feels good, doesn't it? It's a little fun. We're going to do 2 more on each side. If you jump, make sure those legs stay together. And the next time the arms are up, bring them to prayer at heart center. The big toes are touching. There's a space between the heels. We're standing tall. We take an inhale and we exhale. Just come down into a chair pose. And then we'll inhale, come up. And we'll exhale, chair pose. And we'll inhale up. One more time, because 3's a charm. Exhale, take a seat, chair pose. Inhale, lift, and pause. Place one hand, your right hand, over the heart. And then take the left hand and place it over the right hand. Close your eyes. Bring your neck in line with your spine. Feel your heart beating. Press the palms in, kind of like you're giving your heart a hug, thanking it for being so strong. Bring the neck in line with the spine on your inhale. Grow tall, lifting the head off the neck, creating more space between the ears and the shoulders. Keep breathing deeply. Fill your torso up with life force energy. Mind, body, and soul connection. Loving your heart. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. You can gently blink open the eyes. Bring the arms down. Get a big smile on your face. And let's twirl again, giving our internal organs a little love. Awesome job. One more. I want to create a balance pose here. So let's take our feet hip distance. We all know our hip distance. We're all going to ground into our mountain pose with palms facing forward. I know, coming into a class with a new teacher, even if you've been practicing yoga for decades, it's a different world. It's like a foreign language. So we'll just kind of have a get to know you process, right? So we're in our mountain pose. The palms are forward, the chest is lifted, the head is long, your neck is long. We're going to come onto the ball of the right foot. But when you do that, make sure that that left hip doesn't poke out. So let's ground in our mountain pose. Bring the awareness to the left leg, engage all the muscles, and then pivot onto the ball of the right foot. Shift the heel into the left ankle. How does that feel? We're going into a balance pose. This is a balance pose. That right knee is going to be out to the right as much as you can, and you're keeping that left hip from poking out. I don't know about you, but my hip wants to go left. It takes a lot of core strength to keep it in line. So this is intense, right? If you want to hold on to a piece of furniture or a wall, please do that. So you can stay here. You can bring the sole of the foot to the inside of the calf. Find a focal point about 6 feet in front of you. Electricity, and breathe. Focus on that. Keep your core engaged. Keep that knee shooting out to the right. And then, if you'd like, you can play with your arms. Move them around like you're a tree in the forest and it's a windy day. If you have a hand on a furniture or the wall, move the other arm. Let that branch blow in the wind. Keep that focal point. Keep your breath deep and connected. Take a deep inhale. Bring the arms back down with the palms facing forward, keeping that left hip engaged. Bring that right knee forward and drop it down and shake it out. Give that left hip a little love. Everybody feel a little warmth in the left hip? Yeah? It's good. We're building strength in our abductors. So we're going to find our mountain pose again. Grow tall. You can close your eyes if you'd like. I always like to close my eyes when I'm connecting to my mountain pose. I don't know why. Let's bring your awareness to your right leg. Engage the muscles. You can come onto the toes of the left foot and pivot the left heel to the inside of the right ankle. Is this where you're at? This is great. It's not easy. Keep that left hip open. Take an inhale. Pause here. Option to bring the sole of the left foot to the inside of the calf. Right calf, never on the knee. Make sure you have that nice focal point. Engaging the core, engaging that right hip, and then begin to let the branches blow in the wind. Nice, strong tree with roots grounded deep into the earth. Branches are blowing beautifully in the wind. You can challenge your balance by closing your eyes. I have yet to master that. Maybe together we can master it. I don't know. You come out, you just fall, you fall out, you just come back in. And then inhale, bring the arms out by the body, palms facing up. Bring that left knee forward and then drop it down. And kind of give that right hip a little love. It's fun. I hope everybody feels a little warmth in their legs. We're going to inhale the arms up and overhead. Exhale, forward fold with a nice flat back. Inhale to half lifts. Exhale, plant the hands, step it back, coming into your tabletop. Big toes touch. Walk the knees out wider than the hips. And then lower the hips, the glutes to the heels. Coming into child's pose. You can drop the elbows on the mat. You can sway side to side. And breathe. Nice, deep, connected breaths. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Inhale, press the palms into the mat and slowly walk the hands up to the knees. We'll come off of the feet and gently come onto our backs, nice and slow. Lay on your back. Have the feet on the mat and then walk them out, mat distance wide. Bring your arms out to a T. So if you're in a chair, you can just walk your legs out. You can do, I think you can pretty much do this in a chair if you bring your glutes closer to the edge of the chair. We'll take an inhale here. Make sure the small of your back is connected to the mat. Engage the core. Slowly lower the knees to the right. Inhale, lift the knees up. Exhale, slowly lower the knees to the left. Inhale, lift. Exhale, slowly lower the knees to the right. Pause. So here you can take pillows or blankets and prop them under your knees if you'd like. You can take the gaze and look over the left fingertips and close your eyes. Energetically push the left hip towards the left heel and breathe deeply into this torso twist. Feel the expansion happening with each inhale in that twist of the left side body. Feel the ribs expanding out, giving the internal left side body a nice massage. The deeper you breathe, the more we produce lung capacity. The more lung capacity health we have, the more nutrients our body's able to absorb. Take a nice deep inhale through the nose here. Exhale it out the mouth. Inhale, engage the core. Slowly bring the knees and the gaze back to center. Get the small of the back connected to the mat. Inhale, engage your core, and exhale, slowly lower the knees to the left. And again, any props you need, tucking pillows or blankets under your knees. Bring your gaze over to the right. Close your eyes energetically. Push the right hip towards the right heel and breathe deeply here. So many good things are happening. Just holding this pose and breathing deeply. We're tapping into our parasympathetic nervous system, relaxing our entire body. We're wringing out our internal organs, giving them a nice massage. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Slowly bring the knees back to center. And let's hug our knees into the chest. In stillness, hug them in tight. Feel the spine pressing into the mat. With your eyes closed, bring your awareness to the spine. Maybe after these gentle twists, you can even feel energy flowing between each vertebra. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Squeeze your knees into the chest. And let's set up for our Shavasana. You can extend the legs long with the arms out wide by the body with the palms facing up. Your knees can be bent with the feet walked out mat distance and the knees splayed in together. If the legs are long, you can have a pillow or a blanket under your knees. So many options. Tuck your tailbone. Make sure the tailbone's pressed against the mat. If you're in a chair, just sit comfortably here. Tuck the shoulder blades and tuck your chin. Let's take a nice deep inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth and let the entire back side of the body melt into the mat. Let all the muscles relax in the face. Let the shoulders melt into the mat. Nothing more to do for just a few moments. Just let go and melt into your Shavasana. staying just as you are. Begin to deepen the breath in the body. Roll your ankles and your wrists and wiggle your fingers and your toes. Bring the arms overhead and give yourself a nice big body stretch. And when you're ready, bend into the knees, hug them into the chest, and roll over to the most comfortable side in a cozy fetal position. Keep your eyes closed here for a moment, just savoring the sensations. Keeping the eyes closed if that's comfortable. Press into the opposite palm and bring yourself to a comfortable seated position. Hands at prayer, the heart center, a slight bow of the forehead in reverence to your practice. To seal our practice together tonight, we'll take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale it out the mouth. Thank you for coming to your mat, for practicing cardio yoga, for trusting me to be your guide, for trying something new, for being committed to your health and well-being. The divine light within me truly honors the divine, beautiful light within you. Namaste. You can come together. You can unmute yourselves. We can have a communal namaste together. I would love that. Namaste, my friends. I would love to hear if anybody wants to share what cardio yoga was like for them. I'd love to hear. Are there any questions? Hi, Chrissy. Does anybody have any questions? Did anything feel funny? Do you want to ask me about any modifications? I'm very grateful.
One thing, Christina, I know in the past when I've had yoga classes, I haven't been able to go to them for a year, but when I have, the instructor always tells me that one side is so much different than the other, and you have to know that my left side is weaker, so I know that on the left side it's going to take more, and I may not do as much as I do on the right.
It's true. And even in balancing poses, like you do the one side and you're like, whoa, I'm so strong, this is amazing, and then you get to the other side, you're like, falling over, right? So, right, our right side and our left side, never the same. Thank you, Charlotte. Yes. So, right, but we come to our mats and we practice non-judgment, right? We're exploring our bodies. We're committed to our health and well-being. We are building strength and balance in those key muscles. You see how we focus on the abductors and the adductors of our legs, right? The inside, inner muscles, our inner thighs, right? Our quads and our glutes are big muscles groups, and they always want to take over, and our inner thighs are usually much weaker than they should be. So when we are walking down the street and we step on something a little wonky, right, an uneven sidewalk, and we kind of lose our balance, what I focus on this so much in yoga, to build the inner thigh strength and the outer thigh strength, so that when life causes us to lose our balance, we have the strength to kind of balance ourselves. Same thing with walking up the stairs, coming down the stairs, sitting in a chair, coming up. We need to have muscle strength balance. So that's any class I teach, even yoga meditation, that I focus on that, because that is the key to a healthy life, right? We don't have to be, in the cover of Swimsuit magazine. That's not what we're doing. We're building strength so we can live a long, healthy life, right? When we stand in mountain pose and those shoulders are back and we put the neck back in line with the spine. That's so, like, God willing, we get to live to be an old, ripe age, right? 100 years old. We can stand tall and we're not hunched over like this. So all those things that we do are creating length and strength and flexibility and helping with balance. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And I invite you to join me. Does anybody else have any questions or comments before I go to the slides? Yes, Kara.
So, first, I just want to say I think you're just an absolutely wonderful instructor, and I can tell you've got a lot of knowledge. That was my second ever in my whole life yoga class. And so I found that I ran out of steam about halfway through. I wonder what other yoga classes you might have that you would recommend for more of a beginner.
So, okay, I'm going to say two things about that. Every other yoga class I have is a little bit lower key than this. So try all of those, but also I invite you, because you did half, right? You did half. And you just keep doing other classes throughout the week, building strength, building endurance. And then within a couple weeks, you'll be like, oh, wow, I did more than half the class. And then in 3-4 weeks, you'll be like, it happens, muscle memory. Our bodies want to be strong and healthy, right? So if we take it there, we take our body there, it's going to perform for us. It might take a little longer or it might not, but you'll be shocked to see how quickly you'll be able to do the whole class. So keep showing up. And if you come back and you're like, oh, I can only really perform for half the class. What did I say? Go into child's pose, stand in mountain pose, close your eyes, breathe deeply, hang out in Shavasana. That's awesome. And breathe until we all meet you there, right? We're all going to get there. So just beat us to it. Does that make sense? Yeah. Does everybody, I really mean that. If you want to be in Shavasana the whole class, go for it. Just keep showing up for yourself. Anyone else? Okay. Let's get to slide sharing. Oh boy, here we go. Hold on. Here we go. Here's Liz. So we love to Get Set Up loves to hear about your experience. You can go on social media. You can tag Liz at her account, Liz at Get Set Up. She loves to hear about what your experience is. So please share. We have so many other related classes. Tomorrow morning, I am teaching 2 classes. So I'm teaching a strength and stretch with a slow flow. I think the title says it all. And I teach a stress and de-stress yoga. So if you can join me for one or both of those classes, awesome. I can't wait to see you. And then all these other, please check out our schedule. Get Set Up every single day. We are giving so much content free. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. So please check out the schedule and see what classes interest you. Take classes that you don't even think maybe interest you, but kind of like, I want to check this out. Take them. Enjoy the platform that we have here to offer you. This right here, the feedback. Please give us your feedback. We want to hear from you because we want to be able to serve you to the best of our ability. All of us, all the guides, the company, we want to serve you. So please give us your feedback so we know how to do that the best of our ability. This is my favorite. Refer a friend. I told you this morning, I have friends on the East Coast that I'm in California, so I don't get to see my friends. So I invite them to take classes. So at least we get to take classes together and I can see them in a little box and we have these shared experiences and it's so fun. You can share the class on social media. You can copy the link and send it to them. So please, please, please refer friends. We love everybody so much. So bring them along. Oh, spread the word, which leads me to spread the word. Spread the word about Get Set Up. We offer so many amazing classes, something for everybody. If you have a gift or a talent and you think you might want to host a social hour, please let us know. We would love to partner with you. Or you can just suggest a class. You're like, hey, can somebody teach, I don't know, something. Let us know. We'll work on it. I'd love Get Set Up. They're really all about that. You ask and they're going to do everything they can to, deliver. We partner with so many amazing organizations. And if you know of an organization that aligns with us, please let us know. We want the more partners, the merrier. So please let us know. And if you need any help booking your next class, we'll stay on and help you. So does anybody else have any questions, comments? Thank you. Namaste. Namaste. I'm so excited to be a part of Get Set Up. I'm so excited to see your beautiful faces and all the other classes I teach. And I just can't wait to hear about your experiences and how you're building strength. And in like a couple weeks, you're going to feel so different by taking these classes. So I'm so excited to share this journey with you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Christina.
Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you. It was
Thank
a good workout.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad. I'll see you soon. Thank you, Charlotte. Chrissy, how was it?
It was great. I also got a little tired halfway through, but I showed up and that's what I'm going with.
You just show up, sister.
That's what I'm going to celebrate.
You just keep showing up. I'm so happy. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Okay, see you guys in the morning, I hope. Bye.